Hi, Amanda. So, this is going to be your reading that I promised you last night in the live. I apologize, I sound a little stuffy today. We were out burning a wood pile late last night, and I probably inhaled a little bit of it. So, all right, we're going to start with some messages from the angels, the angel realm, especially because you said that your mom has passed away. And I feel like this might help give you a little bit of peace or closure in your situation that you're currently dealing with. So, we're going to start with the angel guidance. We're going to see what messages we have for you. Thank you, angels. What messages do we need to give for Amanda? Guardian angel. So we all have a guardian angel. Sometimes those are passed on loved ones. Most of the time it's an angel that's never actually been human. So they are only a spiritual entity. I am going to give you the book meaning for these so that you get the full message for your reading. All right, guardian angel. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them since their soul's creation. Now your guardian angel is drawing closer to you than ever. This angel guide knows you, loves you, and accepts you completely. Before your incarnation on earth, you danced across the stars together. If you're feeling overwhelmed or alone at this time, know that your angel guide is with you to share their love and to make you feel safe. You never walk this path alone. Angels are always there to light the way. This card is a huge reminder to you that you always have their help, support, and companionship available to you. You are an independent soul and often find yourself trying to do everything on your own. But know that even just a quick prayer to your guardian angel can take away some of that pressure. Your angel wants to hear from you more. In order for you to find the support that you are really looking for, they must be invited into your life. But then no request is too much. Your angel guide was made for you and is dedicated to you. Take time today for an easy and informal conversation with them. Speak openly in a heartfelt way about your life and any challenges that you are facing, and anything that you need help with. Through that conversation, their help will find its way to you. When you draw this card, they want you to know that they are with you. So you have a guardian angel that is with you from the time that you are incarnated or the time you're born until the time that you transition to the other side when we die. So you can always ask for help or assistance, but we're brought here with free will. So that means that you have to ask for what you need, whether it's a thought, a prayer, saying it out loud, crying out for help. Those are all things that they can come in. Ask for what you need help with, and they will be able to assist you. So that's your first card from Angel Guidance. Let's see what else we have from the angels. Ask and receive. You can't make this stuff up. All right, so they're literally telling you that you need to ask for whatever it is that you need, that your guardian angels stand close to you and they're willing to help you, but because of free will, they can't intervene. So you have to ask for what you need. So I'm going to give you that one as well. Ask and receive. Your message, ask and you shall receive. Your angel guide wants you to know that help is available. You are being encouraged to shift your perceptions and to recognize that even in the most difficult of circumstances, a miracle is possible. Whatever miracle you need, it's available to you now. Your angel guide is encouraging you to recognize that you may have been blocking support by saying no to the things that you really want to say yes to, and asking you to change that now. When you begin to say yes to the experiences that light you up, you usher in increased levels of support into your life. You may feel that your prayers aren't being heard, but that is not true. Angels have heard you and are suggesting that you take some time to assess where in your work or your relationships that you might be creating barriers to your success. When you are open to seeing and doing things differently, you will experience the answers and miracles that you need. You are being encouraged to pray from a place of gratitude. Then, when you focus on what you are grateful for, you align your energy with the miraculous. Heaven is encouraging you to welcome support in all areas of your life. So, whatever it is that you really need some support with, you need to ask your spirit team, your angels, in order to get that support. That's what they're telling you you need to do at this time. Let's get one final card from these. We have two. All right, we have listen deeply and trust the universe. I'm going to get you those. Listen deeply. And I love how she's like got the angel standing right behind and they're just basically telling you it's time to listen to your spirit team. Angels are sending you guidance and inspiration through your powerful and resonant inner voice, your intuition. Be ready to listen to that voice now. Listen to yourself, and if you aren't able to hear yourself, you'll be blocked. You'll be blocking your connection to the information, insight, and guidance that can support you going forward. If you've been ignoring or avoiding dealing with something that you feel that you've had to do for a long time, your angels are encouraging you to stop, to listen to yourself, and to do it now. Your expansion and growth depend on it. If you have received challenging information recently about your life from any source and you are unsure whether to believe it or not, this card assures you that it is pivotal to the unfolding of your freedom, your joy, so you need to listen deeply. The whispers of our inner voice are subtle, and it takes patience and willingness to hear them. Often this voice can seem intensely honest and direct, but that's because it wants us to hone in on the truth in order to grow. Often we don't like the truth the inner voice is giving us, and we refuse to listen. But all we are doing is blocking the guidance that is coming forward for us. The truth of the matter is that our inner voice is always looking and working in our favor, and divine guidance is always loving and supportive. It will be direct, it will be insightful, but it won't make us feel low. If you are unsure what information is guidance and what is based in fear or ego, call on your angels to help you to hear and to understand the information that's rising up within. You can also invite them to clear old messages so that you can have more space energetically for guidance that is relevant to the present moment. So they're telling you that they need you to listen to your intuition, that the angels are always with you, supporting you and trying to guide you, and that if you are energetically blocking it out of fear or ego, sorry about the trains going by, that this is a chance for you to have them to clear that energy so you can gain clear insight using your intuition. Your last card from the angels is Trust the Universe. All right, trust the universe. Although your faith might be challenged now, trust the universe. There is a reason for some of the experiences that you've been going through recently. There are no coincidences in life, and everything is unfolding perfectly according to the divine plan. Positive opportunities are coming your way. Trust in the process and the path that you are being led down. You will know it is the right path when you experience synchronicities and other signs and wonders. These are messages reminding you to trust the universe. There is no such thing as a chance. All is well. All is guided. If you lose an opportunity or you feel that you have been shut down, know that this is the work of God and the angels, and it is right for you. If you are wondering where you go from here, know that when you ask the universe for a sign, it will show up at the moment that you are on the right path. You are being guided by your angels to stop questioning everything that is occurring at this time and to let in the miraculous support that you deserve. Trust that you are deserving of good experiences because you are, and the universe will deliver them to you. So, just per our conversation that we had last night, excuse me, and the emails that you sent me, I feel like you are very much questioning what is going on, why you're here, what is your purpose, all of those things. So I feel like instead of just questioning all of that, that you need to really ask for some sort of divine intervention or divine guidance, especially from your angels, your guardians, spirit, God, source, whatever title you want to give to higher power. I call it God, I call it source, I call it the universe. That's how I address it. But we all have these angels that are supposed to be here to help us. And if you don't feel that, you need to start asking them to show you some signs because they want you to listen, that there's something they need you to see. And you may be energetically blocking that. You might not even realize you are. It could be due to some of the grief that you're still currently dealing with. So, really try and listen to your intuition. If you feel very passionate about something, you feel very called to do something, explore that. There's a reason why they gave you that feeling. If it's a career move, if it's like you were saying you want to write a book about your experiences to help other people, that's why I wrote my book. I thought there's no way that I went through all the things I went through in my life for absolutely no reason. There has to be a reason behind it. My purpose was to help somebody else, even if it's one person. It's, helping that one person, and that was important to me. So if you feel called to do something and you're passionate about it, follow through with those. Find a way to do those things. I'm going to get another deck for you. It's going to be about raising your vibration. All right, so we've been dealing with some low energy. Grief is definitely a low energy. Obviously, that takes some time to heal, but at the same time, we can do some things that help us to raise our frequency so we attract some better things. All right, your first card, my sexuality is sacred. I'm going to also give you the meaning for these. And these associate with different energy points or the chakras in our body. And this one associates with the sacral chakra and the color orange. My sexuality is sacred. Your sexuality is how you experience and express yourself sexually. Sadly, this tender and vulnerable aspect of yourself is where you might hold guilt, fear, and shame. There is a good chance that at some point in your life it's been misunderstood, disrespected, and/or used. You may even have had to hide, bury, or detach from it in order to navigate certain situations. Today, the universe is encouraging you to reclaim your sensual and sexual self. Gone are the days when you need to fit into someone else's mold. It's time to reclaim what is rightfully yours. That way that you can heal past wounds and overcome any restrictions that have been placed upon on your uniqueness and your individuality. This is about having a personal relationship with yourself and being fully able to see yourself in a way that you need to be seen. Your sexuality is sacred. Your sensuality is spiritual. And when you move into a more sensually connected state, even if that's just with yourself, you tune into the primal life force within and you raise your vibration. So, your vibe of the day, I reclaim my sexuality as sacred. So, it's a gift that the divine gives us to be able to connect to another in divine energy. So, bliss and positive vibration. So it's definitely something you could be dealing with as well. Let's see what other messages we have. Living with purpose brings me prosperity. You're going to like this one. This definitely pertains to everything you're dealing with. All right, so living with purpose brings me prosperity. So this card is associated with the crystal chakra. It sits above the crown, and this connects us to divine energy. So living with purpose brings me prosperity. With this card, excuse me, I have hiccups. With this card, the universe is reminding you that your life has meaning. Exactly what we were talking about last night. By being who you are making a difference. Your trials, tribulations, and learning experiences have all led you to living with purpose, doing everything that you do with love in your heart. When you do things with love, the energy around you becomes magnetic to blessings, and when you give without needing to receive, when you offer a helping hand, and when you take the time to offer yourself approval instead of seeking validation from others, you attract prosperity. Prosperity isn't just about material wealth, it's about overall wellness, a sense of achievement, and being fulfilled. A prosperous person trusts that everything that they are doing is creating waves of goodness that will in turn come back to them. A prosperous person is kind, loving, and considerate. You are that prosperous person, and your whole life is purposeful. Your vibe. Being myself is my purpose. So that's not to say that you may not have a greater calling or you might have something else that you're actually meant to do, but this is a card telling you that just being who you are is part of your purpose and that we have to find happiness in life because ultimately that's what we're here to do. So spread that positivity to other people without expecting anything in return. Think of it like doing good deeds as a way to pay in some good karma while we're here, and it does help us to feel better about the world around us. All right, let's see if we have any other messages about raising our vibration, and then I'm going to end your reading with some tarot messages. All right, honesty is the best policy, and this came out reversed. So somebody could be, speaking myths, truths, or you could have felt like people have lied to you, so we're going to get you that meaning as well. All right, this card is associated with the throat chakra. It sits right about here, and it is about speaking our truth. It's the color blue that you will resonate with that energy. Honesty is the best policy. In a world that needs more truth, one of the greatest gifts that we can bring is the owning of our truth. When we hold back from speaking up, we create a shield of energy that can prevent us from being fully seen, understood, and supported. We are not being and living our most authentic self. And today, the universe is reminding you that honesty is the best policy. If there's something that you need to get off your chest, it's time to speak up and to be heard. The freedom that will create opportunities to move forward. When you are honest, you create an energy in which the universe can hold you. And when you take that first step through sharing, the universe will present the next step through opportunity. When you speak with honesty and certainty, all of the doors that have felt closed will begin to open, and the light of your truest self will be revealed to the world. If you have concerns about speaking up or sharing honestly, call in the universe and ask it to show you how. Sometimes the best place to begin is with yourself. Tune into whatever it is on your mind and give yourself the truth that you need to hear. The rest will take care of itself. Your vibe. My honesty creates space for more truth in the world. So always, always, always speak the truth. You can do it with integrity. You can do it without hurting other people, and you can do it without fear. Sometimes it takes some practice, but it definitely can be done. And so always be willing to speak the truth. Let's get you one more of these. I make way for miracles. Love this card. So this is another card telling you that the divine always is ready to give you a miracle. Sometimes we have to, sorry, I get hiccups so bad when I do long readings. So the miracle that you need may be right around the corner. You need to be open to it in order to receive it. So don't close that door without waiting for your miracle to come in. We're going to get you this meaning for miracles. Miracles are real. They come in many sizes and many forms. If they aren't unfolding in your life, something has gone wrong. Miracles are your birthright because you, my dear, are a miracle, and miracles attract miracles. When this card comes to you, the universe is reminding you that no matter what miracle you need, it is available to you. It is within your grasp, but do you believe that? Are you making that miracle too big for you to achieve, or are you wondering how it could ever possibly unfold? Know that it is not your job to understand miracles, but to be ready for them to enter. Instead of wondering how yours will manifest, begin to create space for it. See yourself enjoying it. Tune into the feelings that you would have if it were already in your life and know that it is. Your vibe. I stop sizing up my miracles and trust that every miracle is possible. So I feel like you have a lot of healing that you're going to be going through, and I feel like that's going to help you be able to align with whatever your purpose is in this world, and that you need to start being able to speak your truth. And I feel like you're kind of shut down emotionally. I feel like you have a lot of stuff bottled up inside of you, and that you need to be able to start expressing that, whether that's through journaling, maybe writing a book, maybe seeking some therapy or talking with somebody that you trust. And I think that that is going to help open up doors of opportunities for your miracles to actually enter your life. So we're going to get you some tarot messages to be able to close out your reading. All right, let's see what we have for Amanda. All right, so we start with the Page of Cups. So this could be a child in your life, this could be somebody that's younger than you, or even having the childlike freedom and mentality. I also feel like this could be somebody in your life that maybe has some romantic feelings, or somebody that even potentially has a crush on you. But this card is really about enjoying life again. It's about having the sense of freedom to really just go out there and do the things that you're curious about, have that childlike sense of wonder is what Spirit is giving me. And so I feel like that is something that you really do need to align with. If life has become very heavy and very hard, I feel like you need to be able to enjoy simple things in life again. All right, so there's some sort of goal or something that you're very frustrated with right now, and I do think that this is something you have to keep working on. So whether it's a goal, whether it's investment that hasn't quite paid off yet, you can't throw in the towel just yet because you'll miss the opportunity altogether for the reward. So keep going after what it is that you want. It does look like there's potentially some sort of new love offer coming in. This is the Knight in Shining Armor card. So this is somebody that wears their heart on their sleeve. They're very romantic. They're chivalrous, old-fashioned, things like that. So somebody could be coming in to offer you some sort of love or support. The Ten of Swords is all about letting go of the toxicity in our life, letting go of the backstabbing, the betrayal, the pain, all of these things that are literally dragging us down. And if you look at this, it's very painful. So the person in the boat is literally severing the fingers of the person trying to climb out of the muck, out of the deep water, out of the pain. They've already been stabbed with all these arrows, and now they're losing their fingers. So I feel like you're really dealing with some heavy emotions and a lot of pain. And obviously, grief is one of those heavy emotions and a lot of pain. But I feel like you're finally getting out of that, or you soon will be, and you're going to be able to step into a lot better energy. The Empress is the divine feminine energy, meaning that it's feminine energy, it's creation, it's motherhood, it's nurturing, it's fertility, pregnancy, all of those things. So I feel like your mother figure was a big impact in your life. And most of them are. Mine was too. But this is really telling us that sometimes we can really align with that softer side of ourselves. It's also a card about nurturing, caring, and compassionate energy. And you do need to give that to yourself. You can't always deplete yourself giving to other people. So I always tell people that you need to nurture what you want to grow. If it's a business idea you want to grow, put some time and effort behind it. If it's healing, if you need to give yourself some love and compassion, then start by giving yourself self-love and self-care. Do some things that make you happy just because you can. Go paint your nails. Go buy a new outfit if you're able to. Put on your favorite outfit, whatever. Do those things that make you happy just because you can, because you're trying to nurture yourself in order to facilitate some healing. So I think those could be really important for you. Let's see what else we have going on. All right. So you're looking for a lot of stability in your life right now, and I feel like things are kind of all over the place. This is typically seen as union between soulmates, so you may or may not be married to somebody. If you're not, I feel like this could also be coming in for you. You could also be attending somebody else's wedding celebration, or there could be some sort of anniversary, something like that coming up for you. The Queen of Wands. So this is really passionate energy. It's a lot of go-getter, really driven, ambitious, outspoken, confident energy. And I feel like that's something you need to align with as well. And we have the Ace of Wands. So there's some sort of spark of creativity. This is literally a card of fresh starts and new beginnings, but it's a creative pursuit. Writing is definitely one of those things that's creative, something to do with an artistic venture. And if you look, she's holding a paintbrush. So I feel like you need to create something. And I feel like that creation is going to help bring you a sense of freedom and a sense of accomplishment. So you're looking for clarity. Things have been very clouded. Grief will definitely do that for you. I myself was in a very bad funk for a long time after I lost my mom, and so it was part of my spiritual awakening. I had to go through those things in order to be who I am today, or I wouldn't be who I am today. So they all happen for a reason. They're not all great experiences, but there's something that we had to learn from that. So take the lesson and grow from it. And I do feel like you're gaining some sort of insight or inspiration, or some sort of creative breakthrough is coming. You've got two aces back to back. You've got two new beginnings. You also have some sort of wish fulfillment that's coming in. Remember that those happen in divine timing, meaning that it happens when God allows it to, and it won't happen before it's ready. So you can't rush the process, but know that Spirit hears us. They hear us all the time, and all we have to do is speak into being what it is that we need or what we want. Literally speak it into being. The Magician is a card that indicates we can create the life that we want with our thoughts, with our actions. So you decide how you want your day to go. Do you want it to be good? Do you want it to be negative? Your thoughts are powerful things and they create our life around us. So keep your thoughts positive, especially if you use things like manifesting, trying to create things. What we spend our time thinking on is what we ultimately are creating in our life. So you want it to be positive. Don't spend your time in negative emotions if you can help it. If you realize your thoughts are going negative, do something and shift that energy to help bring in positive energy. It will take some teamwork to make this dream work in your life. Whatever this dream is, you're going to have to learn to work well with others and maybe even collaborate on some sort of project together. And we have the Three of Swords. So this is about really healing, healing from heartbreak, healing from trauma, healing from pain, healing from some sort of ending. So whether this was romantic or grief or loss, you're learning how to heal and you're slowly pulling the swords out of your own back in order to do that. It's also time for you to leave the past behind you. That if there's been a lot of conflict, a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain, it's time to get out of those emotions and to work on going forward into something that's calm and peaceful. You've been stuck and stagnant long enough. This is an indication you have to shift your perspective and try some new things. And some of those new things could lead to a romantic connection, could lead to marriage if that's something that you're looking for, or at minimum, a good solid commitment with somebody who really does love you and have affection for you. Somebody may be also needing to gather some courage. This could be you or someone else in your life, and this is about bravery, about confidence, and about taking action where it's needed. And the Hierophant. So I do think that you are thinking about marriage, or you could be dealing with somebody who wants commitment from you. This is also a card of spiritual ascension. The Hierophant is about connecting to the divine energy, connecting to God, connecting to the angels, to the higher realms, and to really learn the lessons that we're here to learn so that we can grow as a soul. So you're spiritually ascending, you're going through a lot of stuff for a reason. There's a reason you went through this. You have to learn something from it. But it's also a card of marriage. So you might be ascending in a relationship to a high level of commitment. We have the Six of Cups. In reverse, it's like you feel like you missed an opportunity. In reality, it just isn't the right time for the opportunity that you want if it hasn't happened. But if it's meant for you, it will circle back around and it will come in. Your final card is the Fool. So this is a card telling us that we need to take a leap of faith somewhere. We need to try something new. We need to step out of our comfort zone. We need to gather ourselves up and we need to go forward on a new direction. So the only caution with the Fool card is to look before you leap. So all that really translates to is that you need to understand what you're getting yourself into before you take that jump so that you don't end up with any sort of mishaps or hiccups along the way. That you really do need to process forward what it is that you want to do, where you want to be, and be willing to take some action to start this next leg of your journey. So be willing to take a leap of faith, step out of your comfort zone, and try something new. You have a lot of really positive things coming for you if you're willing to take that first step. So make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, who you're getting involved with, things like that. And if it's any sort of contract or anything, read the fine print so that there's no surprises. But it does look like you have some very positive things. I wish you luck on your journey of healing. If you're interested in reading my story about my spiritual awakening, I will attach the link for the book that I wrote called Stepping Stones to Destiny. No obligation to buy by any means, but if you're curious, it really did help me. It was very cathartic to write about my story. And if you also are curious, maybe, reading somebody else's will maybe give you some insight on how to do it. It was not difficult. I self-published on Amazon. The only downside is you have to promote your book yourself, so things like social media do help for that. Word of mouth is fantastic as well. My book is also in my state's public library. That was not super hard, but you've got to, be willing to network and talk to people to do some of these things, but nothing is impossible. So if that's really a goal of yours, look into it, do some research on your own, and you'll find what works best for you. I hope you are doing well today. Get some rest. We were definitely awake very late last night, and I hope your reading helps. If you have any questions, just email me and I'll do my best to get back to you and answer soon. Have a great rest of your day.